Hello and welcome to Makula. We're going to show you how you can set up, create, and manage portals for your customers through the Makula app. To navigate down the left navigation bar to the portal section, here you can see a list of all the portals that you have in the system. Of course, if you're starting off fresh, this screen will be empty for you. Simply click New Portal, choose whether it's for an existing company or you'd like to set up a new company from scratch. Let's go with an existing company for now. Let's say this is for innovative packaging and create the portal. Once you do this, the portal will kind of be created automatically, and now you need to come in and configure what appears in the portal. First of all, you can start assigning the assets that users in this portal, when you ultimately add them, should have access to. Now, these assets that we see over here are only being fetched from Innovative Packaging, the company that has these assets assigned to it. Let's say we just want to select all and give this company access to all the assets they have from us. We assign those assets here. When we're ready to add users, and this is when your users actually, or your customers actually get access to the portal, right? It is when you add or invite those users, which is when they receive an email notification saying you've been invited to a portal by the machinery supplier who uses Makula to issue their customer portals. The shared drive section is where you share company-specific documentation. This would show all documents that you've assigned to the company on a company level and not the asset level. You can then move to settings to then configure what users in this portal should be able to see. Let's say from assets, I don't want them to be able to see preventive maintenance events, or I don't want them to be able to see QR codes. I only want them to see documents assigned to assets, history for those assets, and to be able to see and, of course, order parts for those assets. I can save these changes. Then if I have a product catalog set up, maybe I don't want them to see parts in my product catalog, only to see documentation and the list of procedures that accompany those products or that are assigned to those products. I can save this. And most importantly, this toggle to enable inviting members is sometimes you only have one contact in your customer's organization and you invite them to the portal. If you toggle this on, you are then allowing this contact to invite internal users into the portal. If you toggle this off, then you or the machinery supplier who's using Makula is the only one that can invite users into this portal. So if your customer then wanted to add more people, they would have to reach out to you to ask you to add users into the portal. At the same time, you can block certain customers, say you blacklisted them, or you're just not ready to take requests in from them. You can disable their ability to create work orders or requests for you via the portal. Now, once you're done setting the portal up, just go to Preview Portal, and this is exactly what your customers will experience when they're in the portal. You can see this clearly over here. Your customer will have this view when accessing this portal. This would be your logo. This would be, again, your logo and a little banner or a header image that you set up. And this would be your organization's name. In assets, of course, you cannot click into any of these items because this is just showing you what your customers see. So this is exactly what this company or this customer, when I give them access to my portal, would see. They would have access to these assets. They would have access to my product catalog. If there are any requests that have already been created, maybe, in the past, they were reaching out to me via phone or email, and I was creating requests, those would appear here. But now onwards, once I do add them to the portal, anything they create will show up here. Any users we've added will show up here, and any documents shared will show up in the shared drive. Once I'm happy with how this looks and what I've set up, I can exit this preview. And if I wanted to change something in terms of my branding, all I need to do is go to settings, go down to customer portal branding, change the header image over here. I can set up the color for the buttons that I want to appear. And ideally, these would just be like your company colors. So whatever your brand colors are, you could set them up over here. And most importantly, this is a link to your customer portal. You can copy this from here, embed this on your company website so that you can redirect users or redirect your customers to your portal landing page. Of course, if you also want to update your logo, you would go up here in general settings and upload your logo image over here. You can also, of course, you have a company name set up, but if you wanted to, you could change that over here and your company description, website, location over here. That's all for how you create and manage portals in Makula. Good luck. And if you're looking for help on any other items, feel free to check out our videos. Thank you.